Hello and welcome back to another great season of Columbia Insights. My name is Trinity Brown and I will be your host this afternoon on Creative Clash. As you may or may not know, we are doing things a little differently this year. We have revamped Insights to be a fantastic talent competition to showcase Columbia's best talent. On the show with us today, we have R&B, jazz, and soul singer Grace Kinter. She's going to do a fabulous performance of Almost Is Never Enough. So without further ado, here's the one and only Grace Kinter.
I'd like to say we gave it a try. I'd like to blame it all on life. Maybe we just weren't right, but that's a lie, that's a lie. And we can't deny it as much as we want, but in time our feelings will show. 'Cause sooner or later we'll wonder why we gave up. Truth is everyone knows. Almost is never enough. So close to being in love. If I would have known that you wanted me the way I wanted you, then maybe we wouldn't be 2 worlds apart, but right here in each other's arms. Yeah, we almost knew what love was, but almost is never enough. If I could change the world overnight, there'd be no such thing as goodbye. You'd be standing right where you were, and we'd get the chance we deserve. Oh, try to deny it as much as you want, but in time our feelings will show. 'Cause sooner or later we'll wonder why we gave up. Truth is everyone knows. Almost is never enough. So close to being in love. If I would have known that you wanted me the way I wanted you, then maybe we wouldn't be 2 worlds apart, but right here in each other's arms. Yeah, we almost knew what love was, but almost is never enough.
Wow, Grace, your voice is absolutely
Thank
amazing.
you.
No problem. It's so soulful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. But viewers, send in your responses and questions for Grace to @Creative Clash. And don't go away. After the break, we'll sit down with Grace and ask her a few questions. Don't move that mouse.
Today, we support the wise, the technically intelligent, the persistent, and the award-worthy. By doing this, we've accepted that without them, we would be nothing. A flatlined pulse, if you will. No matter the obstacle or how far the distance, they are always ready to help. So today, we salute the engineers for their hard work and patience as we continue to ask for guidance. Today, thank an engineer. Don't be afraid to ask for help. The 7th and 14th floor cages are here for you.
Welcome back to Creative Clash. I just want to remind you that you can send in your responses to Grace's performance as well as your questions for her by using the handle @CreativeClash on Twitter. Do it right now. We might feature your tweet later on in the show. Now that we've seen some amazing things Grace can do with her voice, let's talk to her about her amazing talent. So Grace, tell me a little bit about what made you start singing.
To be honest, I don't even really know when I started. I come from a pretty musical family. My dad plays a lot of guitar. He's amazing at it. And so, you know, on all the family holidays and just, he would always be playing, always. So me and my sister became pretty musical. My sister's also, she could play a lot of instruments. So we would kind of always just jam as a family. Music was always really important to us. My mom and dad both have really good tastes and would share it with us. So I've just kind of grown up with a musical family, and then I started taking lessons when I was in 4th grade because I realized I really liked it. I always kind of liked to sing in front of people and alone. So
that's wonderful. So you come from this background of music. Are there any instruments that you play?
I play the piano. I'm not as good at it as I would like to be. So basically I can accompany myself, but I want to get a lot better at it. I'm learning the ukulele right now, and I also want to learn the guitar. But otherwise, yeah, my family, my sister and my dad can play a lot more instruments, but I definitely want to get better at piano. That's definitely my goal right now.
That's amazing. Okay, so which genre of music do you prefer to listen to, and do you write music? So do you write music to any of your favorite genres?
Yeah, okay, so my favorite genres, listening-wise, I listen to a lot. I love hip-hop, R&B, jazz, alternative, indie. I love all types of music really listening to. But singing-wise, I like R&B, soul, and jazz the most because I feel like they put the most emotion into their music. I feel like, you know, the chord progressions aren't as simple for those ones. You could really... It's not just kind of repetitive for the audience to follow along with it, as pop can sometimes be. I feel like there's a lot more to it, which means there's a lot more that you could put into it for a singer. And I do write my own music, but unfortunately, not that I'm, you know, pop music is great too, but that's usually what the music I write sounds like. But I'm trying to get better at it and write some more interesting stuff. I have a lot started right now, but I'm kind of doing this thing where I keep starting a bunch of songs and not finishing them. So I definitely want to kind of start sticking with one song. I'm working on actually 3 right now. So I need to just pick one and get them done. But
stick to it.
Yeah.
So what artists do you look up to most when it comes to music?
Well, my favorite artists, pretty typical one, Stevie Wonder is very inspirational. He's just such an amazing musician, and his songs are very intense and have a lot of levels to them. I love Stevie Wonder. Donny Hathaway is another one. He has an amazing voice. For female singers, my favorites right now are Erykah Badu, Amy Winehouse, and Etta James. I also love Beyonce. I guess kind of the trend there is I just love people with lots of very powerful voices. I just feel like they can send a message when they sing because they have such a strong passion in their voice, and I feel like it shows for all of the singers I just listed, and I love hearing them perform.
Yeah. Okay, so your major here at Columbia is music business.
Yes.
How is it being behind the scenes in music versus being up front?
Personally, I actually really like it. I think music business is super interesting so far. I'm not that into it yet because I'm a freshman, so I'm just in my first semester, but I don't mind being behind the scenes. A lot of singers and musicians are pretty against taking the business classes because they just want to follow strictly music and what they want to do. But personally, I think it's pretty cool to learn the business side of it because just working in the industry is really beneficial to people who enjoy music. I don't just like performing. I like hearing performances. I like just being a part of a musical vibe anywhere. So
yeah, I agree. Okay, another question for you is, okay, where do you see your career in the next 5 to 10 years?
Well, that's a hard question because I have a lot that I want to do and I don't exactly have it all sorted out yet, but I know that I love singing and music in general, so as long as that's involved, I'm going to be happy doing a lot of things. Of course, I would love to join a band. I would love to be a recording artist. I would love to become famous, of course, but one of my kind of long-term goals stems from I had a music teacher when I was back home. Her name was Maylin, and she really inspired me. Hopefully one day I want to open up a music school and give younger people the opportunity to not only take lessons, but to really perform and get them out there, give them chances to learn what it's like to record, to work with producers. I would love to do that long term, but you know, before I do that, I would definitely like to get a lot of performing in.
Yeah. Alrighty. Now our audience at home has been tweeting throughout the show, and our social media producer Raven has some tweets to share with us. Raven, what's our first tweet?
All right, Luis Chavez wants to know, do you perform at Columbia events only, or do you perform at other venues as well?
Well, I have been in Chicago for a whole month and a half. So right now I'm pretty much only doing Columbia events because those are the ones that I see advertised and stuff. I would love to perform at other places in Chicago in general. I know there's tons of opportunities. I just haven't really gotten a chance to expand yet because I'm still getting used to living here.
What's the next question, Raven?
Well, Cindy A112 wants to know, you're amazing. What made you choose that song?
That song I heard by this group called Good Girl at, it was actually, I had a performance at this jazz club in Philly called World Cafe Live, and they did a cover of it, and ever since I heard it, I thought it was the most beautiful song.
What's the next question?
Olivia wants to know, what advice would you give to an aspiring musician who's just starting out?
Just starting out, I would say, I think networking, I know Columbia's huge on it. I think networking is the biggest thing you can do. If you love to sing, you need to share it with people. You need to get to know other people that like, or just not singing, music in general. Just meeting people and being in an environment of people that like music is great. Where I was from, I didn't really hang out with that many people that did music. And now coming here, I'm surrounded with it. So I'm finding all these opportunities. So just basically start making friends and talking to people that also like music, start going to more events, and start finding something that you really like, kind of finding what you have special to offer to people and really utilizing that.
That's wonderful advice. Any other tweets, Raven?
Well, King Philly wants to know, what is your favorite genre?
Definitely R&B. Like, I like current R&B now. I also like really old R&B, you know, like Marvin Gaye, great stuff. So, yeah, R&B.
Any other tweets?
Well, what is the meaning of life?
What is the meaning of life? I guess finding what makes you happy and never stopping. Just because you found what makes you happy doesn't mean that you could keep trying to get happier and getting through all the obstacles to do what you like in life. That's what
Robert
life is.
wants to know, what methods do you use to get over stage fright?
Well, I just practiced. I wasn't, I had a time when I had terrible stage fright. I didn't start performing until about 2 years ago. Basically, you have to take the risk. If you want to end up performing and being good at performing in public, then you're going to have to take the risk that maybe the first time you do it, it's not going to be that good, but it'll help motivate you to be better the next time.
Unfortunately, that's about all the time we have for today. Thank you to all the viewers who are watching at home. If you loved Grace and her amazing voice, vote for her at tinyurl.com/VoteCreativeClash. She can't win without your vote. If you want to see more talent, tune in to the next week's show, Wednesday at 11 a.m. I'm your host, Trinity Brown. Thank you for watching Creative Clash, and I'll see you next week.